Hey, Alyssa, Lily, it's an absolute pleasure to be chatting with you both. How are you?
Hi,
Hi,
Glenn.
we're great.
This is an absolutely gnarly film. It's an excellent entry into the franchise. What a grueling experience this was for both of you. Like you were put through the ringer. Was this as exhausting for you as it was to watch?
Yep, it absolutely was.
Deeply exhausting. And then you'd have nightmares when you get home. It was an all-rounder.
Can you talk about like what it's like to be caked in so much goop and gore?
I had a spray water bottle on me at all times because my skin would stick to itself and my clothing, and would have to like lay in my trailer and spritz myself so I could open my eyes again, or like close them even. Like it was gross. And it'd been brewing for 6 months prior, which I thought was great. It was aged like a fine wine.
It sounds absolutely gross. How familiar were both of you with the Evil Dead franchise before making this movie?
I wasn't familiar with it at all. I'd heard of it, of course, but I'm pretty pathetic when it comes to watching horror films. I'm way too easy of a scare, and then I can't sleep. So, I watched them once I was about to have a chat with Lee about doing the film.
You braved it.
I braved it in the middle of the day. Yeah.
And
That's incredible.
yeah, for me, grew up on horror. My mom go to the cinema by herself, and see Texas Chainsaw Massacre when it first came out, alone at night. So it runs in my blood.
Excellent. You're speaking my language, that's for sure. So this film, there's a very strong maternal theme going on here, running through the story. Both of your characters are very intrinsically connected to that. Was it integral in creating the story? Meaning, was it important for you developing it as it was for us watching?
I mean,
Go for it.
I think with horror, I was saying this before, when people watch horror, they come in with an analytical brain. They come in wanting to prove that it doesn't scare them or doesn't shock them. So I think the more you can give it a full body, and the more you can lace themes that people can relate to, and then flip them on their head and slice them in half and then chop them up, it's always better. People care more, which I think for the Evil Dead franchise, I think it's nice that we played with that complexity more, moving it forward.
Yeah, I think what we've done is I keep saying that it feels like we made a really naughty film.
Yeah.
Because you don't often see a mother turn on her children in their own home.
It's like spider-like, mother eats children.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a bit like that, but people.
But
Yeah.
children.
Mm-hmm.
And talking about that maternal stuff, director Lee Cronen's previous movie was very maternal as well. He has a very strong, cinematic voice. How would you describe him as a director?
He's awesome. I loved working with Lee. He, when it came to his interacting with me, he really made me feel very comfortable and confident to try whatever I wanted. And so I had complete freedom with him. I loved every minute of it. Yeah, I thought it was wonderful.
I think being a writer-director is always an actor's dream, because, they came up with this in their mind and you're breathing life into it, so it becomes such an awesome relationship. And he's very specific, which I love, and he's an Evil Dead OG fan and writes incredibly strong powerhouse female characters that, just from my experience and scripts I've read, I'm it rarely comes around. So.
Yeah, and I think also I didn't ever have to explain a female perspective to Lee.
No, yeah. He barely even talks about that. That's even not even a thing. He's I just came up with these characters.
Yeah.
They're we're did you realize the majority of the cast you did? He's like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, you know what? I hate how short these things are, but thank you so much for spending time to chat about the movie. I do hope that later down the track, we could see Beth and Cassie maybe teaming up.
Totally, like Army of Darkness. Just take it somewhere else and tip it on its head. What's up, sis?
I had the most beautiful dream. It was the perfect day. And All I could think about was how much I wanted to cut you all open and then climb inside your bodies. So that we could stay one happy family.
When I was just a little girl, I asked my mother,
What is this, Danny?
I found it.
what will I be? Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? Here's what she said to me.
Open up now.
You don't look so good, Mom.
Nothing a big old kiss from you won't fix.
I'm getting us out of here. I promise.
You'd be a good mom someday, Hannibal.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you know how to lie to kids. Mom?
Mommy's with the maggots now.